So I find myself wondering what I actually do with my life now. I mean, how do I possibly make progress in my situation? It's unbelievable that I'm living like this, and inexplicable to me how it could have arisen or arose. I think it's arisen. All that's happened is I woke up and found I was in this situation, and I pieced a few things together, so I have a bit of an idea of what's going on, but still not really full. Um, I'm just looking at someone outside the window, um, doing some stuff. So anyway, I'm just checking the power on my phone because I think it's a bit low at the moment. I can't see how to check it. Oh well, who cares? I'm probably boring you with this stuff, but I did have something to say, and it was probably about something big like the meaning of life or whatever. But I am kind of struggling at the moment to wonder what life is, because life was always easy before, but I've got injured and it's changed everything, and I don't know what life is now. I don't know what I can do to make my life livable and make it enjoyable. Um, I used to be self-employed, running two businesses, and I had a house and a flat, and I rented the flat out. I had savings. I had my health. I was married and I had two kids. Now, everything, well, almost everything seems to have disappeared. And I'm very lost now in life and wondering what it is basically. I've now found out that I have an ex-wife, so I had to divorce somehow. I don't know how, I don't know when. I've got two kids. I don't know how old they are, but I'm guessing around 5 or 6 or something like that. I don't know where they are, and I don't know how they are. And I don't know how I find out. And I don't feel the pressure to find out because I've had a memory problem as part of my condition. And that means I simply don't have a memory. My memory is almost totally and fundamentally gone. I have a few snapshots of what my life is and a few addresses in my head, for example. And I know the names of some of the places that I've worked and the businesses that I've run. I know the names of some of my friends. I know the Prime Minister is Boris Johnson. I don't know who the President is of America, but I can't know everything. But it's just stunning to live without a memory. I don't really know how to survive, and I'm so lucky to be in some supported living arrangement where my accommodation is sorted out. I'm living in some room with the kitchen and the lounge attached. I don't know where I am in London. I think it's West London, but I'm not sure. I have internet. I have a TV. But I don't watch TV much now because my eyes are a bit messed up, so I start to watch stuff. Yeah, life is basically eating and sleeping, and I do some exercise now and again, and I do some training classes type thing where they try and help me, and I don't think I can be helped. I think I'm in a situation where my body either feeds itself or it doesn't, and there's nothing really that anyone can do except feed me and keep me safe. So I'm extremely scared that this is my life now, just living on support, and I really don't know what's going on with anything. I don't know, for example, what's going on with my finances. I used to have savings and I had a current account, and I had income coming from tenants in a flat that I owned, and I earned money as a private businessman. What do you call it? I think you call it a sole trader or whatever. I taught Taekwondo as an instructor, and I ran a computer business as well. So that's all gone, obviously, and I don't know how long ago I was doing that stuff, but I think it's been definitely more than a year. I haven't had like a sit down chat with someone, which I need to do. You can run through a few things that have gone on in my life. That's if they even know what's happening. But I do need to have a talk with someone to find out where I am a bit more, because I am very confused. And what surprises me is that as confused as I am and as difficult as things are, I know this could be a lot worse. I could have lost a leg or something, or an arm. I could be completely unconscious, just lying in some hospital bed somewhere. So I'm actually doing better than many people out there are doing. And I know I should be grateful, but I don't feel grateful. I'm just incredibly annoyed and frustrated with how things are. I don't know how I'll catch up to where I am, if you like. I've lost so much. I've lost time, I've lost businesses, I've lost my house and my flat, and my car. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just existing at the moment, living day to day in supported living. And thank the Lord that's happening. So I've got people feeding me and giving me a roof over my head, because goodness knows I can do anything for myself. I think that flat I had, I had two flats, I think. But I think the one flat that was still remaining, I think I was living there, because I think the relationship with my wife, or my ex-wife rather, broke down, so I was living in the flat, I believe. But I simply don't know the detail. But the bottom line is, I had a house and a flat. The house is obviously still occupied by my ex-wife and children, and I think the flat is being sold. I don't know if it's been sold already, but I think it's being sold. So I don't know what the mortgage outstanding is, but there will be some money remaining after that. But I don't know the rules about supported living and stuff. It could be that they take that money and say they've used it to keep me going. So I either have some money or I don't. So I might have a few thousands or I might have nothing. It's absolutely amazing to be living like this. And what I'm doing at the moment is existing, and I have no knowledge about what my life is now, and what's going to happen. It's hard to make any plans or to know what I can possibly do. Well, all I'm doing is trying to survive and get better, I suppose. And getting better would mean my memory coming back. But I don't know if there's a fat chance of that happening or not. So my memory will come back or it won't. If it comes back, that'd be brilliant to know where I stand and why this is happening. If it doesn't, I've still got to survive somehow. So I don't know how long this supported living situation can be maintained. I don't know if there's some sort of time limit or whatever. I don't know how there can be a time limit because what could I do at the end of the time limit? I can barely roll over in bed at the moment, so I can't look after myself without being in supported living. So that means I'm essentially here indefinitely. And that's such a weird thing to imagine. To just be living in this extended room for the rest of my life. Now I'm 40 odd, I think I'm 46, 47, which is ancient, because in my head I was 30 something, like 32 or something. And then I woke up and now I'm 46 or something. I forgot where I was because I had a memory problem as part of my condition. So what was I saying? I was probably saying something about the situation. Yeah, so I'm in this supported living. I've been here for a long time. I have no idea how long, but I suspect it's approaching a year, or it may even be more than a year. I've had some kind of accident which led to a brain injury, and no one can tell me if I will recover much more. I've lost my memory pretty much almost entirely. I have small bits of information about my past, the equivalent of like a contents page of a book, which give me the chapter names but no details of what's in the chapters. So I have small snippets of information about who I am, but no details. I know the primary school, for example, that I went to, and the secondary school, and the sixth form, and then the university, and I know the degree course I studied, and stuff like that. And I know the business I did. I ran some businesses. I taught Taekwondo, and I ran computer businesses as well. So I don't know how that's disappeared. And I don't know what the students would have thought when I wasn't there for training one day. And I don't know when that was. It could have been a year ago, it could have been 2 years ago. I simply don't know. I'm not even sure if I'll ever know. It could be that it would just remain a mystery. So I'm in a position where I don't know what to do next. I don't know what to do. I mean, for the two people that see this video, what would you do? I mean, I could stamp my feet and demand to speak to someone, I suppose. And then I could moan at them for a little bit. And all they could do is tell me to rest and try and get better. I have no idea if I'll improve or if this is my life now. I might get better, I might get my memory back. But the chances are probably that I won't. That this is how I have to live. And that's absolutely amazing. And really scary. But I think it's probable. It's not even just possible, I think it's likely to be the case. And that's just stunning. I really don't know what to do about it. All I'm doing at the moment is surviving. Yeah, it's basically day-to-day surviving. I haven't got any kind of plan. The plan I've got so far is to do a video blog. I'm doing this from my memory, basically. I'm not doing it to entertain you or anything. I'm doing it to keep a memory for myself so that I have some knowledge of what's going on in the world and in my life, because I'm lost otherwise. So, as I said, if the two people that see this film, if someone can give me some advice on what they would do in this situation that's useful, then I'd appreciate it. Because I simply don't know what to do and how to survive. Um, it's a complete mystery, and all I'm doing is living day to day at the moment. I can't think of anything else to do. I don't know how to be a father. I have no idea why I'm divorced. I don't know how long I'll be living here. I'm just existing, and it's a complete mystery. Very frustrating.